Oh, yeah, I probably.
That's like anytime you're absent, that's what you need to do. Okay? All right, hey, just pay attention to this. We'll get to the homework in 1 second. But this is important. It says another student got the following answer. We're just going to do one of them for the given problem. So you know what the problem is. They said the answer was -4. How do you check to see if they're correct? Okay. Say that again.
Put -4 where the X is.
Put -4 where the X's are, and then simplify for that one. So just pay attention here. So you would do 3 times -4 minus 12. Now I'm going to work with one side only. And then that's -12. 3 times -4 is -12 minus 12. All right, that's -24. We agree with that? All right, on the right-hand side, I take 5 times -4 plus 4. And that's -20 plus 4. What? Don't just automatically assume anything. What's -20 plus 4 actually combined together to give me, Zachary?
-16.
-16. So what does that tell me? Josh, is that a hand up?
No.
Okay, what does that tell me about the answer, Grant?
-4 isn't right.
-4 is not right. Okay, so that's how you go through. Now, a lot of times when we're doing the notes, I somehow get the answer right every time, so you never get a case where you get something that doesn't work. So right here, this is what happens. That's not the, so you would want to go back up here, and you would want to redo the problem to see what the right answer is. All right, Preston, I know you haven't been here, but let's see what you remember from the videos. What would you do first? Any ideas?
Minus 3x and minus 5x.
Just the 3x first. From the 3x and then from the 5x. Move the little guy. That cancels that. It gives me -12 equals 2x plus 4. Okay?
Subtract 4 on both sides.
Subtract 4 on both sides. Subtract 4. And that looks like that's going to give me minus what? 16 equals 2x. And then when I divide by 2, I get -8 equals x. So somehow they made a mistake and got -4. But then you can go back and fix it. We get -8 for our final answer. Okay? So understand the reason we check and then what you do after you check. Okay? All right, a couple little notes about homework. As we start getting through this, we just want to make sure we just figure some things out as teachers. One thing I need you to do is every homework, and you guys have done a great job, and it's just, I just want to make this announcement, is always start your homework on a new page. Okay, don't like do it at the end of notes or anything. And you're going to have to make sure you put your name on your homework. Okay? Put your name and the assignment on every homework. So, if whatever you're starting it, put it over here on the right or wherever you need to, but make sure you identify it and then also put the assignment, okay, on there. And I would say probably 95% of you, and you probably don't just because we didn't tell you to. But put your name, put your assignment on the homework. Got it? As we move forward.
Let me just add to that too. Like Christina said, you guys are doing a fantastic job with it. Just double check. Sometimes when I'm walking around and asking people, you say that, oh yeah, I already uploaded it. You're probably right. But what I see happens in here and it happens in my other classes too, is you guys upload it to the wrong assignment. Okay. So you have like 2 submissions for an assignment that was due like 3 days ago. So just double check that you're uploaded to the right spot. But again, I mean, collectively, you guys are doing a very nice job. Keep it up.
How can we prevent that from happening on our end? I don't know. Like,
I suppose we could close the assignment, but I don't even know if that would work.
like once something's done?
Yeah, like unpublish it, but
Yeah, but they still need to be accessed it.
But I think it's a minor thing.
Right.
Well, it happens a handful of times a year, but in my Algebra 2 class, like frequently.
Yeah.
Careless.
All right. And Preston was absent, and he went and found the videos. Just we're trying to give you options to kind of keep up when you're not here. Faith, I'm gonna, as well as you, and then London, you were missing. I mean, anytime you miss, and like if you get pulled out to take a quiz in class, what you can do is you just go to here, and then this will tell you what we did each day. Now, there might be times where I don't get this linked, like the next day, every now and then, something happens. But if you miss Wednesday, you should be able to go to here, and it'll take you to that section. And this is just a blank page of the guided notes if you need to print it off. This is the video. Now, Joe forgot to remind me yesterday, and I forgot to record. So I had to do Mr. Laverick's. But it's there, and it'll just, it'll teach you what you missed. And then here's the finished class notes. Regardless, you got the video, but this will be also a resource which you could use. It doesn't have the explanations, but it has at least the problems worked out. So you got a lot of resources to help you, especially when you're missing, or if I'm missing, you can still access something. But right now we're planning on video in every lesson, or you forget how to do something. You're doing your homework. You're like, oh, I forget how to do this. Go to video. Pull that up. Okay, and then you'll have that. Also, I think it's under calendar. Does anybody use the calendar? Okay, we got one. But usually it's by date it's due. And let's see here. Now I got a bunch of things that show up.
That's why I don't use the calendar.
Because each section shows up.
Yeah.
But it should be on here. And then what's today? Today is the 17th. This is what was due today. Okay, so you can see that, and it'll be from the day before. So you can get it different ways. You can go under modules. But you got to know what section we're on. Okay, it should say section 2.4, then you can look that up. And you should have it under section 2.4. Oops, you won't have all this under yours just yet. Okay, homework wise. And I know you didn't have to do them all, but check answers. Check answers, for which ones you did. For which ones you did. 6, 7, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm moving in a second. Okay, so that's your final answer. Now, there's a lot of work to get to there. B equals -1, x equals -2, x equals -1. Now, hey, those of you, when you're allowed to skip 2, 3, 1, whatever, remember, it cannot be anything in a row. You cannot skip 18, 20, 22. You got to skip one at a time, go through there. All right, Zane, did you miss any?
Yes.
What'd you miss?
22.
What's the original problem?
-17 minus 2x equals 6 minus x.
All right, what'd you do first?
I added 2x.
And then, all right, tell me what you wrote down there.
3x on.
So, all from left to right. So,
-17 equals 6 minus 3x.
all right, I see his mistake. You just see his mistake. He put 6 minus 3x. You told me to put plus 2x, right? Plus 2x?
Right.
That's -1 plus 2. -1 plus 2 will be plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay? Huge thing here, and I think most of you can do this, able to fix mistakes. So be able to fix your mistakes. If you didn't get it, be able to go through there. All right, now subtract 6. Now subtract 6. I get -23 equals 1x. You don't ever have to divide by 1, because when you divide by 1, you get the same answer. So once you get to this point, you can just say x equals -23. If you want to divide by 1, It doesn't hurt anything. Zachary?
Oh, when I did 24, I got x equals 0, and I checked it, and it was still right.
So we got all right. So you're challenging in the answer. I like that. I like that. What's the original problem?
5 minus x minus 2 equals 3 plus 4x plus 5.
Can anybody confirm whether that's correct? The original problem. Is that what you got written down? Yep. Preston says yep. Okay. I'm simplifying first. So what'd you put down first, Zachary? What'd you do?
I think I got this wrong. Never mind. I realized when I went down, I didn't bring 5. I have to bring up the 5.
Tried to bring that 5 down?
No, right side.
Ah. So 5, here's what I'm gonna do. 5 minus, I'm gonna put negative x. 5 minus 2 is a positive 3. And then I got 4x plus 8. That's a bad 8. Then I'm going to move the little guy. I'm gonna add x. I'm gonna add x. So I get 3 equals 5x plus 8. Subtract 8. Negative 5 equals 5x. Now I definitely have to divide by 5. And look what I got right down here. Where'd that come from? Oh, it's magic. X equals negative 1. Okay, x equals negative 1. Hey, that's a good thing, being able to, because you might, don't just say, hey, I just missed it. So go back through, oh, I forgot to bring the 5 down, or I forgot to combine like terms. Figure out what you did wrong. Okay, any other questions here? Christian, good? Got a thumbs up. All right. All right, let's take a look here. We're going on to your guided notes, the ones that I handed out, your guided notes. All right, we're going to run into what we call special cases. We're going to solve these exactly the same as we have before. From your steps from yesterday, you want to get rid of parentheses and combine like terms on each side of the equation. Well, on the right-hand side, we got to get rid of parentheses by distributing that 2. So I get 6x plus 4 equals 6x minus 10. Make sure you multiply it by both of them. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. All right. Christian? What's that?
Major.
Yes. All right, now what do we do from here? We move the little guy. But what's the issue? Go ahead and write that first step down. Zachary?
They're both the same.
They're both the same. So it doesn't matter which one you move. I'm subtracting 6x. And I'm subtracting 6x. All right, you got to be real careful here. What does that give us? What does that give us, Zachary?
0x.
Gives you 0x. 0x is 0. Don't even write it. So, but what's left then on each side? I have left a 4. I have left a negative 10. That's all you got. You don't have any x's. They disappear. Does 4 equal negative 10? No. So right there, we're done. This is a case with no solution. Nothing will work. All the x's dropped out. And so all you do is you write no solution. And you can write that. Now, sometimes you see this written. It'll say x equals, and then it has a circle with a line through it. That's the empty set. It means nothing works. I'd accept either one. It means no solution, or that's the same thing. But you got to watch. You're going to be tempted to say, oh, I need to have an x. I'm going to make this as x plus 4 equals negative. Don't. If it's 6x minus 6x, it's 0. It's gone. Okay? This is why this is a special case. Now, this is called a contradiction. Okay? A contradiction is an equation that is not true. If we put that on that line underneath that, for any valued variable, it has no solution. It has no solutions. But we do it exactly the same way as the other one. All right. Now take a look at this next one. Fill in the right-hand side. 10 minus 5x plus 4 equals 14 minus 5x. Okay, 10 minus 5x plus 4 equals 14 minus 5x. Okay, solve it the same way. Get rid of parentheses. Well, there's no parentheses. Combine like terms. What are my like terms on that left-hand side? As you take a look there. Caitlin, what are my like terms?
5x. And 5x.
No. Look on the left-hand side. Okay, like term. What are two things we can combine?
Oh, 10 and 4.
Good, 10 and 4. So I can do 10 plus 4 is 14. I do that first. 14 minus 5x equals 14 minus 5x. Now we want to move something. All right, Joe, what do you think we're going to move here, or how are we going to do this next step? What do you think? Want to move one of the x's. Add 5x to both sides. So put it right underneath there. So put plus 5x. Put plus 5x. All right, Amanda, what in the world does that leave us?
14 equals 14.
14 equals 14. All right, the x's are gone, but now this is a little different. On the one before, whoops, what's going on here? We got 4 equals negative 10. That's not true. Does 14 equal 14?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, this right now is what we call an identity. Everything will work. Now here's how you write the answer. You just cannot leave it 14 equals 14. X equals all real numbers, which we can write as that symbol. It's an R with a double bar. That's an actual symbol. It means everything, all real numbers. Or you can write out all real numbers.
Mr. Duda, will we have another quiz or a test for the end of chapter 2?
We have a test after section 5.
Okay.
This is section 4 next week.
All right. So understand, I guarantee you there will be problems like this on the test.
Yes.
You'll have a problem where your answer is all real numbers. You'll have a problem where your answer is no solution. So at least one of the two. You've got to know the difference. It's like 3 points.
If it's true, 14 equals 14, 5 equals 5, whatever, all real numbers. Okay, so we should write down.
And all that means is I can plug any number in there, and it's going to be the same. I'll get the same thing on the left side as I will on the right side.
Yeah, and up to this point, only one number would work. All right, so those are your special cases. Now let's take a look at some scenarios here that we need to be able to do. All right, so it says a painting company charges $250 base plus $16 per hour. Another painting company charges $210 base plus $18 per hour. How long is a job for which the two companies' costs are the same? All right, you come up with an equation to set up this scenario. You come up with an equation to set up this scenario. Connor?
250 plus 16x equals 210 plus 18x.
215 plus 16x equals 210 plus 18x. Good. Now you don't have to use x. If somebody said h, that's fine. It doesn't matter what your variable is. But that's the setup. 250 is the base cost. I mean, you're automatically paying $250, and then on top of that, you got to do 16 an hour. The other company is a little bit cheaper in the base, but a little bit more expensive in the hour. So we don't know when they're going to cost the same. Now we solve it. We solve it, and I'm going to move the little guy, which means I'm going to subtract 16x, and I get 250 equals 210 plus 2x. Oh,
Then you subtract 210 from both sides.
subtract 210 from both sides. And we get 40 equals 2x, divide by 2. And I'm just gonna write, switch the order, x equals 20. 20 what? What is it, in terms of this problem, what does the 20 represent? Backwards. Number of hours. Now you got this blank there on the right, don't you? What's it say, number of hours?
Yeah.
So put number of hours, put 20 hours.
And scroll real fast. More often than not, especially as we're just getting going with these types of problems, one side of your equation is gonna come from one sentence, all that information is gonna be in one sentence, and then the other side is gonna be in another sentence, okay? So don't start mixing and matching the numbers that are in different sentences, okay? We wanna just take slow steps as we're getting into these types of problems.
Well. Alright, flip it over. Flip it over. Okay. I wanna see what you come up with. See if you can come up with an equation, see if you can solve it. And if you're just totally lost, then wait, we'll do it, but I want you to see what you come up with.
Actually,
You guys didn't get one? Oh, man. That was
better.
rude. That was so rude of me.
they were looking at their notes from yesterday.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
That was our fault, my fault.
See, that's why it's on camera, so you guys can fill it in. You know, here's your equal sign. So, cover up all that. Just come up with an expression for this. Four times, okay? Huh? Let's see. The variable's gonna be in the question, how old is Greg? Greg's age. Alright. So, what variable you wanna use? Sex, okay. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we get.
Okay, 4 times Greg's age, that's 4. Now, 4
Same.
there you go. That's where we don't put the order. 4 times.
Yeah, this one might go.
Chris, you got it?
Yeah.
You got an answer. You got it?
Oh, it is 50.
Preston, how old? How old is Greg?
Whenever you subtract, whenever you do that line,
Wait.
No, we got 7.
Evan, how old's Greg? How old's Greg?
So we don't know how old.
10. Good. What was your equation you wrote down?
4a minus 3 equals 3a plus 7.
Good. 4a minus 3 equals 3a plus 7. I'm going to subtract 3a. We'll subtract 3a. And I get a minus 3 equals 7. Add 3. And I get a equals 10. Hardest part about these, if you set it up wrong, you're going to get the wrong answer. So like this next little piece below here, all we're going to do is work on setting it up. Not solving it at this point. We want to do that at times, but we want to get a little bit of practice. Don't worry about the number. It says 34. Don't worry about that, but it should be the same thing here. Yep. Fill in the missing pieces. Fill in the missing pieces. 3 times the sum of a number and 4 is the same as 18 more than the number. Okay, keywords, sum. Sum means what? Addition. Okay. All right, any ideas here for the equation? Okay, Zachary? Don't write it down yet till we determine whether it's right. I would wait. Zachary?
3 and then in parentheses, x plus 4.
Are you done?
And then equals 18 plus x.
Okay, the key thing here, it says 3 times the sum of a number 4. And he's right. You've got to put that in parentheses. So you got to put 3 parentheses x plus 4 equals 18 plus x. Now, when it says 18 more than a number, if somebody decided to flip that order and make it x plus 18, that's going to be the same. That's okay. And actually, like with less than, we flip the order. With more than, you should, but it doesn't change the outcome. So we don't really get picky about that one. Less than, it changes your outcome. All right, there's your equation. Make sure you have that down. Okay, we'll worry about solving it later. All right, the next one. A number decreased by 30 is the same as 14 minus 3 times the number. All right, we just want to list the equation. Okay, we just want to list the equation for this one. London, what do you think? You do the first part. A number decreased by 30.
30 minus x.
The only time you flip the order is for less
X
than.
minus 3.
Good. X minus 30 is the same as, that's going to be equals. All right, 14 minus 3 times the number. All right, what's that going to be, Grant?
14 minus 3x.
14 minus 3x. Good. All right, there's your equation. Make sure it gets down on that line. Okay. Make that equation like that. Okay. And then that third one. All right, try this one on your own. Fill in the missing spots. See if you can come up with the equation. Don't worry about solving it right now. See what you come up with. All right, Allie, what do you got?
2x minus 2 equals x plus 61.
Yes. Less than is here, so you have to flip the order. Anytime you get like 2 times the number, you see that? You're thinking 2x. So that's all you got to do. 2 times the number, 2x. 3 times the number, 3x. And sometimes you use the variable n. That's the same thing. All right, so we just want to take a little bit of practice there. All right, we're going to grade some of these on Canvas. Okay, you're still going to submit it. The worksheet is on Canvas. All right, so we're not going to have an actual physical handout. So you need to get out a blank sheet of paper, and then let me make sure I got it loaded. Where's it at?